Because people have CFO of that land. Do you have CFO of the land? I hope you have been paying your ground rent. No. You see the problem I find out in this country is that what is the ground rent? How much is it? Maybe 200,000 naira a year. Nobody will pay. And then you want me to do road. Where will I get the money to do the road? There's no way I'm getting money. People talk about, you see, people we are too sentimental. Everything is politics, religion, ethnicity in this country. Look at a party called PDP that was in government for years. Where you have Wadata House, it's not even in their name. I went to one state, I won't call the state. I went to they are trying one former governor, EFCC, then I went there. I went to that court. I cried. I said, you have a governor here. And this is a court. Sir, to go to the toilet was a problem. I won't call the state so that nobody would. But it's embarrassing. And that governor is a lawyer.
Hello, welcome back to another interesting episode of Let's Talk Politics on Nigeria Codice. Today we are going to analyze Wike's governance crusade. Is it a reform or is it a political vendetta? Nyesom Wike has once again positioned himself as a fearless enforcer of accountability, this time revoking the People's Democratic Party (PDP's) land in Abuja and condemning Nigeria's culture of non-payment for public services. But beneath the surface, is this a genuine governance reform or is just another weaponized political maneuver?
It's in the senator's name. Now, when the land department were printing out those who have not paid, is one senator, Salma to what, who lives in Kaduna, who have not paid for 23 years, are unknown to me. So it was now published. The man said, I revoked PDP's CFO. Ask them to show you the document if it bears the name PDP. Nothing. Maybe they have had a deal with the man, but did not complete the assignment, whatever. So what's my business? Meanwhile, when you are collecting money for sale of farms, you make 12, 13, 20 billion. But to go and pay for 20-something years, ordinary 7 million naira, they won't pay. They want government to do roads. And then you come up to say, oh, they sent me to revoke it so that I will kill opposition. I mean, what kind of mentality is that? I'm glad they sent me to tell you not to pay for 20-something years. So what I'm trying to say is that if you don't pay, I will revoke it. And when I revoke it, I will take possession immediately. It's our land. Because I need money to do all these roads. It's not my blood. It's not my father. I have to do the roads. So the don't say because I'm a bank, I'm a land bencher, take it. If it's that one, take the land bencher. I will revoke the land. Go and pay. If anybody does not pay, forget it.
Is this a war on free riders or a selective crackdown? Wike's argument is simple. You don't pay, you lose the land. He paints himself as a no-nonsense administration focused on revenue generation for infrastructure development. However, this raises a fundamental question. Is the law being applied fairly to all defaulters or just selectively against political opponents? Secondly, most importantly, the fact that the PDP's land was not even in the party's name but the senators exposes internal rot within the opposition. But Wike's timing and focus suggests that this is more than just governance, it's political. Will Wike apply the same energy to other politically connected figures and parties, or is the PDP just an easy target? Revenue generation. Wike's harsh reality check for Nigeria. While Nigeria's economy is struggling and Wike is pushing a hard route, public service don't run on vibes. They require money. His frustration with citizens and institutions who expect roads, hospitals, and infrastructure without paying taxes and levies is justified. Nigerians have become accustomed to a free things mentality where government projects are seen as entitlements rather than investment requiring fundings. However, this problem doesn't emerge overnight. Successive governments have failed to create a culture of accountability and trust where people believe their taxes will be used for public good rather than looted. So every Nigerian's mindset now is that the public funds are going to be looted, so they don't want to contribute a dime to the public fund treasury. If they knew that their funds are going to be used judiciously for the benefit of all Nigerians, maybe the case would have been different. We have situation where if you go to public hospitals, they are in dilapidated states. Public schools, they are just nothing good to write home about. And when these rich fall sick, they travel abroad. When senators get sick, when their children get sick, their children attend schools abroad. So Nigerians have this mindset that even if we pay taxes, even if we pay levies, they are not going to be utilized to our benefit. Rather, a few individuals are going to pocket it. That is the problem. So Wike's approach, pay up or get out, is blunt, but does it address the larger issue of government transparency and corruption? We don't think so, or most likely not so.
Because we can't continue this way. Nigerians like free things. We like free things. Nobody, you are living in a house, you have a CFO, 200,000, 100,000 a year, not even monthly. You won't pay. Then when government comes, oh, you've not paid. Oh, because I'm not happy with him, that's why I came to revoke him. What's my business? I'm not happy with him. And I didn't pay. I revoked it. Central Bank, I've been begging. That's okay. What I need is money, go and pay. If you pay, I will bring it back.
Now, in the same video, Wike talked about ethnicity, religion, and governance. He called for meritocracy. One of Wike's most striking comment is his attack on ethnic and religious bias in governance and decisions. He mocks the way Nigerians immediately ethnicize and politicize every decision.
And then when you say, no, this is not better, because it's not from my area, because it doesn't worship the same place, all kind of things that we do every time. Somebody's not doing the right thing. He said, no, you have to do right. So, because I'm Igbo, because I'm Yoruba, because I'm Hausa. I mean, what have I got to do with he didn't do the work. He said, because you are this, you are that. It should not be done. And some of us will not accept that. Not accept that. Not accept it. Whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Christian, whether you don't believe in God, you must do the right thing so that we can move. Every time we go overseas, we were happy. But where have you seen this road? Is it angel that's doing it? Is it angel? It's not human. Why can't we do? At least come closer, even if we won't do to that level. Let it be seen that if a whole country like this cannot have an international conference center.
These excuses, he argues, prevent real progress. Wike insists that governance should be about competence, not who is in power or where they come from. Now, this gets us to wondering, what about zoning? Nigeria have a zoning system that they feel this president is from here, the next one should be from here, and I think that's what Wike is saying. However, Wike's own political history complicates everything he said. As a PDP governor, he frequently played regional politics, positioning himself as a defender of southern interests. Now, as a minister under Tinubu's APC government, his message has changed, suggesting a convenient shift in ideology based on political survival. So, these people, once they are in this place, they say something else. Once they are out of that place, is something else. Can Wike truly be a champion of meritocracy while benefiting from Nigeria's deep-seated political patronage system?
And I asked, where will you get the money from? You are not oil city. It's only taxes. If people pay, we have no problem. And I can assure you the money will be used very well. By me, look at the International Conference Center. You are the last person who did the occasion there. The president inaugurated ECOWAS Parliament. It was an eyesore, embarrassment for a country like this. They gave it to one politician, one senator, making money and killing the place. When the president said, look, how can we allow this? Even there was no light. I'm not talking about it was terrible. So I shut it down. And I said, look, we have to bring it back as what happened? Oh, because it's from so place. Oh, because it belongs to so religion. I said, as if you like. It's not my, say whatever you want to say. I've shut it down. Then he now went to court. I said, that's not my business. So our property, they gave you to manage it. You are making the money. You will not provide the basic things. But go and see what will happen in May. Go to that place now. See what Jonas Berger is doing. Are we born not to like good things? I mean, everything must be free. How do you maintain it? As we're handing it over this May, if you want to use that place, there's no sentiment. Go and pay the money. But it's the money they will use for it. And I said, look, beggar will have to have an agreement with you. You will be maintaining the place. Who will be paying you? There's nothing politics about this. Go and bring one politician. And then you will be killing the place and sucking. Why can't we do? At least come closer, even if we won't do to that level. Let it be seen that if a whole country like this cannot have an international conference center where people can come from overseas and you are happy, that they are happy, that they are, what kind of thing are we doing? So these are things we should please try to emulate and, put our feet down and do it.
Wike also exposes the decay of Nigeria's infrastructure, using the Abuja International Conference Center as a prime example. He shut it down after discovering it was being mismanaged by politicians, turning it into a national embarrassment. His actions suggest a push for better political asset management, but also highlight a larger issue. Why do politicians get to control public assets in the first place? There should be public administrators. That's why we have courses in the university like public administration. In Nigerian universities, they teach public administration, but the people who read public administration are not the ones being responsible for public assets. So why? Anyways, let's go on. Wike claims to have handed it over to professional managers. But will this new system be transparent, or will it just shift control to another set of political allies? This is a patronage system. Every politician in power have people that definitely he owe one or two favors, and when there's appointment or there's going to be something of sort, they give it to those people. So Wike is saying that he has given it over to professional managers. It's still questionable. Have he given it to another political ally? Or is it real professional, the people who should handle these responsibilities?
Are we born not to like good things? I mean, everything must be free. How do you maintain it? As we're handing it over this May, if you want to use that place, there's no sentiment. Go and pay the money. But it's the money they will use for it. And I said, look, beggar will have to have an agreement with you. You will be maintaining the place. Who will be paying you?
Nigeria's development crisis, talk versus action. Wike raised a painful question: why can't Nigeria have nice things? That is what he said in the video. Other countries build world-class road infrastructures and public facilities, yet Nigeria struggles with even basic maintenance. He blames this on a culture of entitlement, corruption, and poor leadership. But who exactly is responsible for this mess? Wike has been a key player in Nigeria's political system for years. It is just now he's realizing these issues, or is this another strategic rebrand? Finally, Wike's speech highlights three major governance failures in Nigeria. Failure of institutions and individuals to pay for public services. Secondly, the culture of free entitlement without accountability. Third, ethnic and political bias in decision making. However, his own contradictions and shifting political loyalties make it hard to determine whether he is truly fighting for reform or simply using governance as a weapon to consolidate power. We don't want to talk about what happened in Rivers State recently or over the years since Fubara took office, but we all know that it was a struggle to consolidate power. That is just it, and sharing formula and all the things that Wike said here, they are the things they experienced in Rivers State. The big question now is, will Wike apply these same policies across the board, or will his governance style be as selective as his political alliance? This is the real question Nigerians must ask. Guys, what do you think about this whole thing? Drop your opinions in the comment section. Let's talk politics.